Well, hello there, stranger. You have returned once again. Perhaps I shall stop calling you stranger, since you have once again found yourself taking respite by my fire. Perhaps it is my company you enjoy. But I am sure it is the stories that I share with you. Well, put up your feet and prepare for another tale, and I will read to you from my book of adventures. On the vast central continent of the world known as Toro lies Faerun, where in the lands to the east of the Sword Coast, nestled in the heartlands, lays a nation of Cormyr. A strong realm bolstered by its loyal arm known as the Purple Dragons. Cormyr is recovering from its war with Symbia and Nethril at this time. A conflict that cost the nation much but left the kingdom standing. Cormyrians are proud of their homeland and will go to great lengths to guard it and its honor. Still, there is no shortage of danger in the Forest Kingdom, whether from scheming, treacherous nobles, monsters out of the Hulk Forest, or the Stonelands, or some ancient hidden magic forgotten to the realms. It is of these dangers that we find ourselves at the Raving Iron Roadside Tavern. In the open fields, or the horse prairie along the Trader's Road, south of Dragonmere, the Lake of Dragons. There, at a table, we meet the uncanny heroes of this tale. They are celebrating the fact that they have officially acquired a charter, and are now free to undertake any operations as a group. More so, their weapons no longer need to be peace-bonded, as they are now exempt from this law, prohibiting them from using them.
And we come in on the table, and walking up to the table is your waitress, and she hands the chef a bowl of their number one stew for him to try.
Okay.
Finally. Well, I can't believe it. It's been all this time, and we finally made it. Franny's I imagine we're sort of like in a booth, like at a Denny's kind of type that situation where it's like kind of like everybody leaves you alone. There's not many people in there. The tavern people are like, they're not happy to be there, you know.
It's a trader's route. So
okay,
normally,
so yeah, like a Waffle House.
yeah,
Yeah.
people come in and out. That's why it's just a roadside tavern.
Yeah. I'll say Franny is one booth behind us by herself too, like peeking over the seats, and that's how she kind of pays attention to our conversation. And so I kind of like I hold up our new official papers. I'm like, Franny, do you know what this means? Now we can look through Cormyr.
Is that the potato in there?
I hope so. If that's what you want to call it.
I hope that it's the potato as well. But it is purple. I've not seen a purple potato before. That's very interesting. How do you grow these? It's very different than what I am used to seeing.
I just work here. I don't cook it.
Oh, I've seen purple potatoes. I know where you can find them. They grow around Cormyr for sure. I'm kind of picking some granola out of like a pocket in my shirt and eating it. I don't know if I would eat that though. It doesn't look as if it's been completely prepared.
I will sample the stew, and I'll look at her with a big smile and kind of wait for her to leave.
All right, yeah, she Chef Ramsay's it. Like she kind of walks away and just keeps peeking because they notice that you are a chef by your hat.
Yeah, I have a ridiculous chef hat.
And you've talked to them about how you're a chef and you love trying foods, and they said, "Give me the best item off your menu" and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, They're kind of watching you to see what you think.
I'm sort of standing on my bench too, because if I sit, you can't see the top of my head over the table. So I'm just kind of standing there watching you.
And that's Baticus?
Baticus, yeah.
Yes.
I look at Tonka, this big old turtle, and I kind of say out of the corner of my mouth, are they still watching me? Yes, it appears they are looking right at you. And I reluctantly gulp. And I look over at them and
I just
smile.
kind of shake my head slowly, like, ooh, I could probably collect some herbs after we leave here to help with what that's going to do.
No need. I've got this under control. I'm just waiting for them not to be looking so closely at me.
Forgive me, I shouldn't have questioned.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We have only just met. We are about to leave on an adventure. I will show you. I've got many tricks up my sleeve. I can make this work. I'm gonna pull a little nub out of my pouch, and I just kind of take a blade, and I'm gonna like shave little bits off of this like little root. And then when they're not kind of, I'm waiting for a moment for them to look away for just a second. I spritz it into the bowl.
Ah, is that grim root you've got there?
It is, it's known as ginger. It's similar to grim root, but it's a little bit more spicy.
Yes, it looks like northern Cormyrian. Well, we are in Cormyr, aren't we? So I did think it was grim root, but ginger, yes, of course, the common ginger, yes, of course.
It's my first time in Cormyr. I've not been able to explore it yet.
A short halfling kind of looks out from the kitchen to see if the chef likes it. When he looks at the chef, what does he see? Describe the chef to me, please, with his name and everything.
His name is Chef Agrony Borden, but most people call him Chef Bluebeard because he has an abnormally blue beard. It is not very common that dwarves are born with such, but he happens to have one. Underneath his hat, he has a bald head, and he is very brawny and very stout, but he's short. He's only 4 feet tall, but he's very wide. It looks like he might have a bit of a gut, but it's not like he's not like a huge barrel of fat. You know what I'm saying? He's got some muscle. He's used to fighting and traveling and what have you. But he's got like a collection of like what looks like chef knives all around his apron and like 2 very distinct, big, large, what look like chef tools, but it's like a giant cleaver and a giant frying pan in almost an octagonal shape on his back, on his pack.
And Baticus was kind of looking at what he was shaving in the food.
Yeah, he's kind of standing up on his seat because he's a gnome, so he cannot be seen if he sits down. This tavern was not equipped to have him sit at table heights.
And what's he look like? Would you describe him?
Baticus sort of wears a simple leather dyed in the colors of the forest. His outfit's very rudimentary but functional, well-maintained, not flashy. He wears glasses, and he is prepped for travel. He's got a pack with just about any kind of woodland gear that you can imagine, including big animal traps hanging off of it.
Great. And he has a sidekick with him.
Baticus travels with his friend, Francis Catroy, that he calls Catechus, and that's because she was his cat, but she has somehow become an anthropomorphized cat. Appears in the way a tabaxi does, but she is not. And she's dressed in pastel colors and plays music, and she hasn't been sentient that long, so she's just kind of trying to figure her way around the world. Yeah. But she does seem to have some knowledge of how people interact, and that's based either on her observations as a cat come to life, or who knows what. So
And I imagine this whole time she's probably, being she loves music and all, there's a bard playing music in the background that she's probably fascinated with while Badicus and Chef Bluebeard are talking. What's Tonka doing right now?
Tonka is this large turtle person that follows Chef Bluebeard around because he's very fascinated by the dwarf's culinary treats, basically, and the dwarf finds him very useful. So because he's got like a lot of stuff on his big turtle shell, his dwarf is almost using him as a pack mule. But he's got like a quarterstaff, so he's apparently got like a very primitive looking shaman look about him. He's not dressed in any particular clothing that would fit in any society, so he's definitely like a far off person, like from a place that where it's not. I don't imagine there's lots of turtles walking around, but he's got a long thin neck, and he just kind of always sits there with like a little like dazed look on his face and a little smile. He's just happy to be there.
Great. So you guys are sitting there eating your stew or whatever it is that you ordered and your drinks, and a merchant walks in. It's a red tiefling, and he kind of comes in and he puts his little bag of coins at the bar, and he tells the bartender, "Bring me a drink. I want to celebrate." He says he's quite happy with himself. He was you overhear him kind of. He was able to do some great business with a clan of Centaurs living nearby. You gather that the Centaurs were very desperate, so he was able to take advantage of them.
Chef Bluebeard, did you hear that? This man is celebrating as well, and perhaps might find our gifts to be of use.
Well, I've never tried Centaur before. I was only kidding. I would never eat anything sentient unless it gave me permission. But yes, I think that's a good idea. We should walk over there maybe and see what he is celebrating.
So I must say I don't have many talents in the way of pleasantries. What do you think is the best way to get his attention?
I'll go buy him a drink. And I'm going to...
That does seem to work. Should I join you? Or perhaps should I come in a little bit later on and good cop, bad cop it? Do you want me to rough him up a bit?
You come along with me, and if we get any ideas along the way, I will guide you.
Splendid. I'll follow your lead then.
I get up to leave, and I've obviously not eaten any of the stew, really. Uh-huh. And Tonka reaches over and takes his bowl and puts his head down in it and just starts eating it.
That's great. So you make your way over to the bar?
Yeah.
I'll kind of trail like behind him, kind of like, just uneasily, like, hello.
Yeah, you get to the red tiefling. He's smiling and happy, enjoying his drink, and you buy him a drink.
You seem like a joyous tiefling, sir. May I maybe buy you a drink?
He graciously takes it. He would love to have a drink. He goes right into this spiel because he sells stuff. He tells you his name's Phantasmo, and he has a fantastic supply of fabulous items and rares that he could sell.
That's a lot of F's that you're using. Phantasmo, the fantastic, that's what your name ought to be.
That is what his name is. He's a merchant who has been traveling the Sword Coast selling his wares and all. And he happily takes your drink. And what do you want to talk to him about? He's going to talk to you in third person because I can't do a Mike D voice.
Oh, okay. We are celebrating as well. Look at all of us celebrating together. Look at you. You must be celebrating how tall you are, aren't you?
He is rather tall compared to you. He has all kinds of wonderful trinkets. He's celebrating because he got a good haul from the Centaurs. They're in a bit of trouble. They were desperate.
The Centaurs.
Yes, half man, half horse, half woman, half horse.
Oh, I've seen a few. We are celebrating as well. We've just received permission to keep the peace and adventure in Cormyr. Why the centaurs, you say?
Yeah,
What trouble are they facing right now?
yeah. Phantasmo is not. Even though he loves making a profit, he isn't black-hearted. He feels for the centaurs, but he doesn't have the ability to help them. He's no hero. He lets you know that they were desperate for supplies due to storms plaguing them. The storms have been bringing this black rain that smells of death, and it has fouled their water source. They have a small lake that they would drink from. And to make matters worse, he warns you that there are bugbear warbands that have been attacking the centaurs lately.
Oh,
So-
this is an environmental cause that stirs my heart. Fouled water cannot be tolerated. I believe the king would reward us grandly if we were to purify the lake.
He tells you he probably didn't leave too. Oh, I'm sorry. He's going to say he probably didn't leave the centaurs with too much. He made some good deals with them, but they might have some treasures worth trading. But go ahead, continue, Chad. I'm sorry.
Worry not. This is a quest I would take upon myself, where there no treasure to be had.
I probably will be rewarded for finding new things to work with, and I am not a stranger to purifying water with my abilities and skills that I have practiced with the art of brewing.
My friend Bluebeard, yes, we must clean up this river. Can you imagine the things that will spring to life? I will teach you to fish these waters, the culinary delights we'll feast upon. Yes, we must first rouse an army. We must rabble all the citizenry up and have them take up arms. Can we do that here? Is that okay?
Well, now
I'm
that
not
you
sure that is going to be, maybe we go and check it out ourselves.
Door to door, we send the watch. They're coming to take your homes and your children next. Where will it end? They'll pollute your waters and then they'll steal your babies.
Well, Phantasmo points out it's the rains that are fouling the water.
Oh, this is true.
It's the
Sometimes I
weather
get
conditions.
carried away.
Yes.
I'm sorry about that, Phantasmo. You tell me where to start. Huh.
Well, Phantasmo, like I said, he's not altogether evil. He just doesn't have the means to help them. Plus,
Oh, you seem like a nice guy.
he's got his little cart outside with his horse, and he's working his way towards the Sword Coast. And those gold dragons in his pocket, that's what the gold currency is. Gold dragons or gold lions. I'm sorry, feeling real good. But he is kind enough to draw you up a map since you bought him a drink, and it has the
Bluebeard.
instructions that lead you to the Centaur's camp.
Bluebeard takes an interest in this strange bottle that he has with all these
Yes.
spouts on it.
Yes.
What is this bottle that you have so many spouts on it at all at once?
It's his it's his magic bottle that he uses to enhance food. It's a flavor enhancer, especially if you get food on bread.
I must try some of this. Will you be willing to trade, perhaps, with me a little bit some of this?
It doesn't necessarily just shoot out mayonnaise, does it, Chad?
No, it's got several options, but
can
I've only
choose?
ever utilized the mayonnaise.
All right. Then he doesn't have to roll for that or anything, right?
No, I think
Okay.
he just chooses which one he did.
So he squirts a little mayonnaise in your hand. He's like,
Which-
go ahead and try it. I haven't found anyone who likes it.
And my eyes go wide. Oh. I can't even remember the name of my god now, but Mohammed. That is delicious. I must buy some of this from you, please.
He offers to sell you some for 5 silver pieces. It's a rare item, he says.
It is well worth it. I will pay you 5 silver. And I will give him the monies. And buy some mayonnaise.
Okay. You have
There we go.
mayonnaise that you bought
And-
from Phantasmo.
Hooray! Mayonnaise in a jar.
Yeah, mayonnaise
I have-
in a jar.
I must deconstruct this magical substance that he has in that bottle and learn how to make it myself so that I don't have to buy it anymore.
Baticus sort of Do you mind if I sample that? And he sort of sticks his finger in it. Egg things.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kind of rubs it along his whip. Yes, this is a miraculous sort of moisturizer for my whip. This is a miracle whip.
No! You mustn't stick your fingers in it like that. You use a knife next time, and I put the lid on. I'm glad it just lubricated your whip.
Listen to this. And he cracks it, and it says, well, look at that. It's a sharp report.
So
I'm
when
not sure how well that will smell
Every time
later
I flip
on.
my whip, it just sounds like a flopping sock full of rice. But look, now I can crack it. It's a miracle.
You see, the magic of the culinary arts can bless you and lift you up.
So what do you think we should do now, Bluebeard? I mean, what?
Well, we have
I'm well supplied. I don't know about you, but I think
we have a
march
map
out.
of the land. I think that we should go and meet these centaurs, and we probably should keep our eyes open for those pesky bugbears. Have you ever fought a bugbear before?
Oh, fought many bugbears. Yes, I speak Goblin, as a matter of fact.
Oh, this is very good then.
So does
I
Franny.
once,
Well, if she's been around enough goblins, although she doesn't remember my poor friends.
My friends and I, my old clan, we brought down a hill giant one time, and I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but giant skull stew is very tasty. You take the top of this head off, and you expose the brain, and you kind of mash that up a little bit, and you stew it there right on the ground where you have slain the beast. And I made it, and it filled the air with all these aromatic smells, and we were set upon by a group of goblins. And that was the first time I had to fight those little bastards. They are very greedy.
Yes, well, I must say I'm largely a vegetarian, but after this miracle whip, I would try your giant skull stew in a heartbeat.
It is very nice. Most people don't like the texture, but once you get past that and just really savor it, the aftertaste is what it is all about.
Well, I'm sure that Franny will trot along behind us, but what about your friend Tonka there?
Oh,
Tonka, are you up for it? Are you ready to go?
Tonka goes with me everywhere, don't you, Tonka? Yes, I am ready to go. Yes, he's coming with us. This is what he's going to do.
It's strange how we both have these sort of pet creature people. Well, anyway.
Do they like being called pets? Or
It's not that it's really a pet. It's I saw him wandering in the forest once. I keep looking at him thinking how delicious he would be, but he's so sweet. He's just such a sweet guy.
Why I'm largely a vegetarian. People have thought that about me.
Dinner starts with murder.
You look at the map. The map shows that the Centaur camp, is about 20 miles from the tavern. You could go along the Trader's Road for a good 15 miles before you're going to have to veer off.
This is quite a hike. It seems as if we may have to camp overnight at least once.
I have supplies. We will be good.
Certainly. But we must get moving, I would think.
Let's away. Tonka, are you eating another bowl of this? Come on, let's go.
So, Batticus will kind of hop off his stool, and Franny she has been wandering back and forth from her booth to the stage where the bard has been performing, but she just kind of slinks around and, she goes out of her way to get out of other people's way, so she thinks she's being inconspicuous, but everybody kind of sees her. And then she just kind of catches up to everybody after they leave, in that same kind of manner, thinking no one's paying attention and everybody knows what she's up to.
Tonka has brought one of the bowls with him and is still fingering out whatever was in it and putting it in his mouth slowly and chewing very slow.
How does this make Bluebeard feel that Tonka loves the cooking there, maybe even more than Bluebeard's cooking?
I can't believe that you like that swill. I have prepared such wonderful things for you to eat, and you are it makes me question you. To be fair, you put ginger in it. And now it tastes much better. Oh, oh God, you shouldn't say such nice things to me. All right, you can come.
All right, so you guys can both gain initiative for role playing. I appreciate it, and you're going to go ahead and head out down the road on foot for now.
Okay.
Um,
Beautiful. The rolling plains of Cormyr.
In the distance, there's some dark clouds headed in the direction you're going, so you can kind of see what they were talking about the black rains and stuff.
Oh, I should mention that as we travel, I whistle for my mount, which is a dog, or like a dog or tiger-sized wolf spider, giant wolf spider. Yeah.
That helps you keep up with the longer. Well, shit. We got a turtle, a dwarf,
Yep.
and a gnome. They're probably all moving pretty slow.
They're all slow. Yep.
Except for the
They're
cats
all
doing
slow.
circles around them and shit. Woo!
Yeah, she flits about. Yeah, the tabaxi have like a double move feature too, so she can run. Make a move twice and then has to skip a turn. That's yeah. So she gets to do like 4 moves, but then has to move 0 the next turn. So it's pretty cool.
Do you have any kind of transportation, Bluebeard?
No. It's just me and my little dwarf legs.
I'm not much higher than you on the spider. It's kind of like
I have a
riding
pack mule
motorcycle or,
turtle.
like- yeah, exactly.
He's got all my shit on his shell.
Right, sorry, Red. Didn't mean to derail you again.
No, you're not derailing me. I'm doing other things.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm good.
So we kind of like traverse across the plain, and I would say that Baticus is his role as a ranger. He puts upon himself as a scout. So like he would definitely kind of be. He's kind of hunched down on his spider, like riding it like low in the saddle, like Paul Revere style. But he would be out front crawling, super slow. Maybe because they're a little bit faster, he'd scurry ahead and back. Yeah, it looks clear. The next, 20 feet or so, that's it's not anything. He just takes it super seriously.
Yes.
I'm into it.
So you would say he's kind of in front, leading the
Yeah,
group?
but he kind of skitters like zigzags, like back and forth, like up the sides of rocks, like because the spider can stick to the sides of rocks, and stuff like that. So, he's not staying that far ahead. Like he looks ridiculous. Like he thinks he's a scout, but he's taking it too seriously. Everybody can see because it's the plains. What's up ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check if you would.
Oh, okay. Perception check. Passive perception is low. It's 12.
All right.
But I got a +2 on a check here, so let's see. That's and I rolled a 12, so.
Okay. So Baticus is a 12. Everybody else.
My passive is 11.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you, since it's the plains, I want you to go ahead and roll a perception check for all your characters.
Okay. So
We got 12 for Baticus.
so 15 for Catechus,
Uh-huh.
and the wolf spider has a +3, so that's a 9.
Okay. What you got, Chad?
16 for Tonka and a 10 for Bluebeard.
Yeah, sorry, 11 for the spider. Yeah, so 15 is my high one with Catechus.
Well, Tonka made it with 16. So Tonka, just out of the corner of his eye, kind of gets this. He catches these 2 shadowy creatures running full speed towards you guys, and they come out of the plain because they kind of come over a hill, and he can make out that they're saber-toothed tigers. So we got 2 saber-toothed tigers rushing up on you guys. They look, their bodies look burnt and marked and scarred. They look a bit damaged, but they're going to go ahead and attack you anyway because you're in their way. And so we're going to roll for initiative.
So there are some really scary looking cat-like beasts feast coming our way.
And Atticus will kind of like whip his head around. That's his initiative.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Once again, I gotta go. What's the correct thing to type to put in the initiative?
Exclamation I.
Exclamation I.
So we're just rolling once for all of three of them.
Yep.
In my case, three of. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't supposed to roll initiative twice. Okay, sorry.
Just
my initiative.
roll
is
for
this.
Atticus, roll for Bluebeard, and then we'll tie your other characters in.
Very good. I think I'm doing this right. That work?
Yep,
Okay.
you're up there.
Alrighty, I see it.
So what we'll do is we'll go Atticus, then Bluebeard, back to you, Chris, then back
Okay.
to Bluebeard, and then we'll do the Sabertooths.
Okay.
All right.
Atticus and the spider go
Yep.
on the same turn.
Yep. So go ahead and start with them.
Okay. I will.
I'm going to say they're about 50 feet away, okay?
Okay.
Because it's the planes, you can kind of see them.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself
All right.
as my
Love it.
action, and I'm going to sort of like a shout growl at them, like, "Rah, rah." And I'm gonna say, I'm just saying, "Halt, friends! What troubles you?"
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay.
Yeah.
Review. 4.
Oh, well. I love where you're going with that, man.
Damn it.
But they're they seem injured, and they're kind of based. It's all very animalistic. They're not even thinking; they're just reacting because they're burnt and scarred and wounded. They're fighting
Okay.
for survival, and that's why they
Okay.
won't stop to talk to you.
No, that's fine. Is there any place close by that the spider could scurry up that would be out of their reach?
No, it's pretty much just maybe there's a tree or two. I'll say there's a tree if you'd like him to scurry up. Go ahead. There's like
Okay,
maybe
I'll have
one
the
tree here and there.
So Atticus will forego his move. So that'll be my action, cast the spell. So it's on me for 10 minutes. I can talk to them. For my move, I'll just have the spider scurry up the tree. That'll be its move. I won't take my move. It'll take its move, and then for its action, it'll take the dodge action. And that's my turn.
And then we're gonna go to you, Bluebeard.
Okay.
So you guys know I'm gonna mute myself and just get a coffee. I'll be right back.
Sweet.
So, in regards to where I am versus where they are, they're still quite a bit ways out.
50 feet out.
Okay.
You can hold your action or something if you'd like. They move 40 feet per turn.
I will draw my my cast iron skillet and my my giant it looks like an ogre-sized meat cleaver. Okay, so it's like a battle axe-sized meat cleaver.
Yeah.
That's what my cast iron is kind of shaped like that. So it looks pretty scary. I'm gonna hold my action and wait for the kitties.
Yep. So while he's getting coffee, do you want to go ahead and just take Tonka's turn then?
Okay. I think Tonka will reach out and touch Bluebeard and cast guidance on
Sweet.
him, which is a cantrip.
That's great. Is that like a D4?
Yes, to ability checks, just in case these things hit me with any kind of like saving throw or something.
And I think that's what these sidekicks really do. They give the help action. They do the guidance action. They can really add stuff like that to
Right.
enhance your character, to give them that little extra boost.
So the turtle will reach out and put his turtle paw on Chef Bluebeard's right shoulder and go, Uta will guide you.
Great. Wonderful. All right, so we went
All
ahead and
right.
let Tonka take his turn while we're waiting, so we're going to go
Okay.
back to
Yeah, that's
Catechus
fine.
real quick.
So yeah, Catechus, she has a climb speed also, but she doesn't like that these things are threatening her. So Catechus, she's just going to charge at one with her sickle, or in this case, it's going to be a short sword for the stats, if that's okay. But it's a sickle because
Yeah.
they have the same damage.
Yeah,
is
they're
that
about
right?
50 feet away, so she...
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So the 50 feet away. So she will have to her move. She will have to use. I'm going to use her cat feature then. She won't be able to move her next turn, and she'll be able to make a double move and get right in its face.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I'm going to have her short sword attack +7 to hit. It's going to be 21 to hit,
Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah.
and it's going to do 1d6 +5 damage. It's 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay.
Hooray!
All
And,
right.
that'll be her turn. Yeah.
All right, well, that cat that she's attacking is going to go ahead and just rear up and try to attack her.
Okay.
So it's trying to go ahead and claw at her, so that's going to be 21 to hit.
Yep.
That's going to be 12 points slashing damage.
Ooh. Okay.
And then the other cat is going to go ahead and keep running, and he's going to run up on Chef Bluebeard. And he's going to go ahead, he uses his 40 feet of movement. And
I'll get to use my reaction once he gets to 5
yeah.
feet of me, okay?
So he's 10 feet out. He's only going to be able to run up to you. He's not going to be able to attack. Well, so yeah, he moves 40, and he moves his second. His second action will be to pounce, which means he can move. A tiger moves at least 20 feet straight forward towards a creature, and then hits it with his claw. Oh well, shit. He's got to hit it. And now he's not going to be able to do anything. He's just going to be able to get up on you. So yeah, go ahead and do your attack.
I will take a reactionary attack here. And that's going to be a 16
That hits.
plus modifiers. Sure, you're okay. So he
That
just
definitely hits.
brings up that cleaver, and that's a D8. So that's going to be 7 slashing damage to Mr. Tiger. And I believe that is it.
Yep, we're going to go back to the beginning and get Baticus up.
I'm going to bring
Alright, so-
Tasha's up real quick.
Go ahead.
I forgot. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not going to do anything else. I need to get my, I need to review my new battle maneuver. I
Did you have
forgot how it
guidance?
works. That's for ability checks.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, Baticus, yeah, he can't let his buddy take damage like that, so he can't fuck around anymore. So he's gonna spur his wolf spider to leap from the branches. He's gonna make the spider is gonna make its move and action first as the mount on this turn. So he's gonna have it move its 40 feet, and it'll take its dodge action.
Okay.
And then that'll put him in range with his sling. So he's going to make a sling attack against the spider that, or sorry, against the tiger that clawed at Catechus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be, he's going to he's got his shield out and he's whipping his sling around. And he's going to hit it for 17 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Okay, and then that's a 1d4 plus 3. So that's 6 damage to hit from the sling as well.
All right.
And then Let's see if I have a bonus action. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now on my turn, just as a free action, is I'm going to stow my sling. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to draw my shillelagh and cast the cantrip. Draw my club and cast the shillelagh cantrip on it.
All right.
Okay, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Then we'll go to Bluebeard.
Okay. That goes back to Bluebeard then?
Yep.
I'm going to just now I've got my full action, correct? There's
Yep.
just not.
Yeah.
All right. This is a new turn. First attack, he's going to. Oh fuck! Wouldn't you know it? That's only a an 8.
That will not hit.
Second attack is gonna hit. That's 13 plus 5, 18.
All right, that hits.
So, 2-weapon fighting only works if you hit with both fucking weapons. 6 bludgeoning damage with the offhand with the frying pan. Bong. And actually, I'm going to. What does it have any weapons? No, it doesn't. It's just a tiger. Never mind. Good to go.
We're gonna go back to Catechus.
All right,
She's
so
got
yeah,
that saber-tooth tiger right in front of her, menacing, swiping at her.
yeah, Catechus is engaged. Yeah, so she's going to again swipe back with her action. So let's go ahead and make the attack. That's gonna be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and that's 9 damage this time.
That's a good one.
And this time for her bonus action, she's going to take the help, and she's going to use the help to aid a creature, aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of me. So what that means is, since I'm engaged with this tiger, a friendly of my choice can take advantage on attacks, and I'll choose Baticus. So
Sweet.
Baticus will have advantage the next time he attacks.
Sweet. And now what's Tonka do?
Tonka will. Tonka just kind of like sucks in his arms and legs and head, and is now a turtle shell on the ground.
That's awesome.
It's just a big old mound.
All
That's
right.
it.
Well, the saber-tooth tiger sees him go into shell, so he kind of ignores him and goes to go ahead and try to claw at Bluebeard.
Okay.
It's going to be a 12 to hit.
You're looking for 16.
Okay, so he misses, and then the other big cat that's right in front of Catechus is going to go ahead and try to. He swiped at her, so he's going to go to try to bite her.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
All right, so that's going to do 10 points bite damage, piercing damage.
Okay.
Must be something feline, you know.
Yeah, she like screams in agony. She's like, "Ah!" like just blood is like dripping from her.
Yeah,
Like, she's
cat on
really
cat
bad
action.
Hurt. Yeah.
Well, it's Baticus's turn.
Yeah. So Baticus is he's within 10 feet now, so he's gonna close the gap with his magical club in hand. He's gonna be like, "I gave you a chance." He's gonna kind of growl at the tiger. "I gave you a chance to stop fighting. We can help you." You know, whatever. But he's gonna hit. He's gonna hit the tiger with a shillelagh from the back of his spider. So that's a +4 to hit.
It's an image.
That's gonna be 20,
fun to think about.
23.
Yeah, it hits.
And 1d8 plus 2
He's riding in.
is 6 damage.
How's that look?
He's going to do non-lethal damage, so
Okay.
he's just going to... He smacks him with a club that kind of looks like a police baton, and this kind of green energy just discharges through the saber tooth, and it just falls limp magically.
Yeah, it kind of smacks it back on its back and
Yeah.
rolls over unconscious.
Yeah. And then for the rest of my move, I'm just going to dismount from the wolf spider and kind of like run over to Catechus and try and console her and get her patched up with a health kit. But I'm like getting ready to do that, but I won't do that action.
All right, Bluebeard, what you got?
So I'm still engaged with one of these
Yes.
beastly things.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to Try and bring the cleaver down. God damn. 9.
9 will not hit.
Next one is 15.
That hits.
All right. That's going to be 7 damage to it.
Okay. You whack into its burnt hide and skin.
Bluebeard, what are you doing? She's hurt. Finish it off.
I'm really trying. For some reason, this cleaver is just made of thin air today.
Look at my catechist. Can anyone help?
Well, it is Catechist's turn.
Catechist on her turn. She's just going to take the. She's just going to take the dodge action. Or no, oh, there's still one up. There's still one up, right?
Yeah, but it's in front of Bluebeard, so it's about 50 feet away from you guys.
Yeah, she's gonna run up the tree. She's gonna take her. Since she didn't move on her last turn, she's gonna take her cat tabaxi double move again, and she's gonna go back up the tree where Baticus was, and then use her action to take the dodge action.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, she will help anyone who aids her, I guess. Does a heal check on her or whatever. Medicine.
Okay. It's your turn, Tonka.
Well, Tonka pokes his head out and looks around, and it looks like there's still a tiger, and he pokes his head back in. That's it.
Well, then it is that tiger's turn. He's going to take a swing at Bluebeard.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Well, that hits.
So he's going to go ahead and take a bite out of you. It's going to be 9 points of piercing damage. He chunks into you.
Very good.
And it is now your turn, Baticus.
Kiss, since Catechus ran away, didn't seem to care about his aid, is going to stride over with his shillelagh and try and knock on that other tiger. So I'll just close the gap and hit it.
He's got to move 50 feet.
Oh, 50 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Instead, I will stow my shillelagh so the magic is gone. And I'll equip the sling again.
Okay.
All right, and so I'll make my move 25 feet, and that'll be in range of the sling, and I'll make a sling attack instead.
Okay.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And 1d4 plus 3 is 6 damage.
How's that look?
The same non-lethal. I'll just kind of plink a little rock off the top of its head, and
All right.
it'll go down.
Yeah, it falls down next to the tortoise.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mound.
Catechus, come down. Come down. I can help you. They're okay. They're done now. Look, they're not moving. Come down, Catechus.
Does she come down?
She does come down.
Oh, okay.
Timidly, but when she thinks nobody's looking, she's still hiding behind the tree.
I love
She's
that it's like a real cat.
Yeah, she's standing behind it, and you can see a little bit of pastel from her dress, but she's not saying anything. She'll come in her own time. He knows it, so he just kind of goes back to dealing with you guys. Well, this was a surprise for the beginning of the trip. Slowed us down, especially since we'll have to at least tend to our wounds.
Yeah, you guys.
Hey, that is true.
You guys are probably at about 10 miles into your trip, you know.
So halfway?
Yeah, halfway.
I think it'd be time to at least take an hour's rest. Look our wounds.
What are you going to do about the cats? Because eventually they're going to wake up. How are we going to take care of them?
Oh, we can move along. We don't have to rest here.
Okay, so you're going to just leave the cats? Do you want to inspect the cats or anything?
I mean, I could make a check on it.
I'm not really sure what we should really inspect.
We can investigate them, but I don't think
they seem to be a bit hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't know.
It's true, but I assume whatever madness overtook them is related to this evil in the lake.
Is it the kindness to leave them alive, or would it be more of a kindness to put them out of their misery is what I'm trying to. Which is what I'm trying to reach. I know it is illegal
there's only one
for us
thing
to
that
hurt
you can.
cats.
There's only one of those choices that is irreversible. I'll remind you.
It is true.
Just to the naked eye, you could tell the cats have a lot of burn scars.
Does it look like they might be like on their last leg?
Yeah, I want to investigate. I'll do an investigation.
They were already bloodied when you guys started combat with them.
So my guy Baticus is like low int, and I've got -1 on these types of figured out checks. He's just not gonna like try. So like, that's not gonna happen.
Or you could try and just fail, which is always fun.
That is always fun. But I do have like survival. I was gonna say I can see like if it informs me if their wounds are natural or not. So
and Tonka, I believe, is a healer, right, Chad?
Tonka is well versed in the healing powers of Uta.
And I do have medicine as a skill, so like I could tend to the wounds, you know, or
Tonka
but I don't know if that would inform me where they came
proficient in medicine and will assist you.
Does Tonka have any kind of cantrips or anything that heal?
Has 3 cantrips. One is able to sustain someone from dying.
Well, that's good.
There's no healing cantrips. It's a first level spell.
He will cast Spare the Dying on both of the kitties, but they do not awaken. They will not regain HP if you will.
Right, they just can't die from their wounds.
Correct. It will spare them from making death saving throws.
But I'm also going to say the burns start to heal at a rapid pace, and you've found a way to help them in their pain.
Miraculous.
Yes,
it's a miracle. And I crack my whip.
Is a very kind God when it comes to such miracles.
And one of the cats starts to stir. Is your ability to talk to animals still sustained?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he
Chef is ready with that frying pan.
I'll present my buckler. My buckler is kind of like forward. Yeah.
This is the one that was going to stop and talk to you, but didn't quite because the madness and the pain supersede its. But now that it's healed a little bit, it's very timid and it doesn't move. It doesn't want to cause any kind of reaction from you guys, and you hear he says over, the black rain burns, the black rain burns.
In his like animal speech, right?
Yes, yeah, he's speaking.
Yeah,
to
so
you, yes.
I'll kind of repeat that. Yes, he's saying that the black rain is the cause for his wounds, and I'll kind of growl at him like, "We can help you if you tell us where the rain has come from, or what is its cause. What can you share with us? Can you lead us there?"
It's from the lake. They were at the lake drinking water. They were trying to drink water at the lake, but they couldn't. The lake was polluted.
Yes, it's as I suspected. It's from the waters of the lake. This is an urgent matter. Tell all the animals you run across not to drink from the lake, and organize as many friends as you can see to come meet us at the lake in its defense. And that's what I'll tell to the tiger laying there.
Okay.
It takes all of us. It cannot be just a couple heroes. We must all unite in these types of battles. Rallying the beasts.
No idea what you just did, but it looked very impressive, my friend.
I have a spell. I have a beast bond spell, and I want to cast it on this tiger, and I'll have a telepathic link with it for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know, and then
yeah, why not?
Yeah, and I will. I'll ask it to rouse the animal creatures and bring them the fearsome animal creatures that it can find, and bring them to the lake in defense of the and the water.
It'll try with its pack, but it's worried that a lot of its pack died from the burns from the rain.
Sure.
They can't bite the sky. They can't claw the sky, so they're afraid.
No, but I'll kind of I'll kind of impart that I think that it's a person responsible and that
Okay.
we might need its help.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. All right. So first roll's a 10, second roll's an 8.
All right. Got a 10. Okay. Well, you've said what you could say to him, and
Yeah.
they definitely are docile and timid around you guys and not attacking.
Cool.
They're just kind of laying there waiting because.
And I'll say, well, he's gestured where we should go. This lake becomes more and more important. I think that we should take some time to rest my poor catechist, and then we should sally forth immediately.
You go ahead and tend to your friend Catechus, and I will set up something nice for us to have for lunch.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a short rest, Red, if you think that's prudent.
The clouds are gathering above y'all.
Okay, so no. So yeah.
You don't, I mean, you could see what happens when it rains if you'd like.
All right. So
you're about 10 miles away from where you want to get.
No, that's true. Like if Batticus saw that stuff, he would not want to wait then, even for the sake of Well, he might for the sake of Catechus though. So
is there anything Tonka can do to help Catechus?
Tonka could could cast Cure Wounds. I'm sorry. I forget that I have a cleric on my hand.
Yeah, she's 2/3 dead. Yeah, so
yeah. Let me go.
He wouldn't want to sally forth without a time.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
All
okay, cool.
Yeah,
that's going to be 6 healing for her.
Perfect. So yeah, she's like, so she goes. The first words you hear her say, "I can go on."
So you would go ahead and start traveling again. You'd get about 15 miles. I'm sorry, you're 50 miles away from the tavern, so that was another 5 miles that you did. And this is where you get to the open plains, and you can see the clouds they're growing even blacker than pitch. What is the marching order here?
Well, I would always defer to the ranger to go first.
Yeah, so I'd still be skittering because I'm faster than everybody on Spiderback.
All right, so give me a perception check then.
Okay. Passive is 12.
Okay.
And I got a +2 bonus. So 16.
All right. So you can see up ahead there are 3 bugbears. They're fleeing. They're fleeing the clouds, and their trajectory will lead them straight to the party. Now they don't notice you. You notice them. They appear spooked to you. So you have probably, I'd say, a few minutes before they'll get sight of you. Okay.
Okay.
How do you guys want to work this?
So yeah, I'll communicate that back. I'll skitter back on Spiderback. Bugbears ahead. I suggest that we hide. It could go just like the encounter with the tigers.
Right. That sounds good to me. We should hide and maybe ambush them instead.
I don't know if I'd even deal with them. I think the greater menace is the clouds. Perhaps we could hunt them down afterwards.
The only problem is there's not too many hiding places in these
out in the plains, right?
Yeah.
Yep. But
so unless you have some abilities to hide, I don't know what magic you guys got.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could tear up the turf and and conceal us and stuff like that too. So I mean, I know I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, it all depends on the spell and how long it takes to cast.
So let's see what I have here.
How many bugbears is there?
3.
I don't know. I think that we could take them.
So I have the illusionist cantrip, so I could actually cast a boulder, and then we could take our hide actions, all of us, behind it, and make those against their perception, if that's okay with you, Red, or even their passive perception.
I fucking love it.
Okay,
but draw it up in my head how this looks and everything, you know.
So yeah, so what Batticus does is he kind of so he can make a 5-foot cube of an illusion. So it's not a lot of space.
Instantaneous casting time. Okay. Cool.
Yes. So he's going to all right, everyone. Now that we've got to do this quickly. So everybody get on your bellies. And he encourages everybody to lay flat. And so he makes an illusion of turf over them, as if they're under the turf. It's like a tarp, but it blends into the countryside. So it's only got, so if they look at it hard, if passively, we could do their hide check against it, but if they look at it hard, they would recognize it's only got a 7 DC to see if it's real turf or not.
I'm gonna roll with disadvantage because they're spooked and they're running from something, so they're not. They're more concerned what's behind them than what's next to them or in front of them. And
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
So they come running up on you guys. You guys are all quiet. I imagine Tonka's in his shell again. And
It's like Frodo and Sam at the gates of Mordor.
that's
here,
exactly what I was imagining. And
That's all it is.
they just run right. They just run right past y'all. And you can kind of hear them muttering. Do any of you guys speak Goblin?
Yes, I speak Goblin, so does Catechus.
They are also. You overhear them talking about. We got to get out. Get past the rain burns. We got to get past the rain. The rain's alive.
Rain's alive.
And they just keep going down the ways, probably past the traveler's road and whatnot. You guys stay hidden until they're well past you.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, after they pass us, the bugbears were talking about the rain. They say the rain is alive.
This rain is a very treacherous thing. Perhaps we might be prepared. If
Could be a
anyone
whip.
has a blanket or something to put over their head in case it starts raining.
I have no protection against the elements against magical elements such as acid rains. But do you think perhaps it's some druid or wizard controlling the weather?
I am not well versed in this kind of thing, but I am worried that it's going to rust my cookware. We better hurry.
Can I make an Arcana check of some kind to determine if, or something like that,
Well,
what I might think would be the source of this rain?
Well, I mean, you've never. I mean, you can. I don't think you've ever heard anything about a black rain. This
okay.
is all
Oh,
new.
then never mind. Yeah.
And
No, I don't
until
know.
you can investigate the rain itself, I don't think you can get into it too much.
Then yes, I think we should make haste.
Yes, because
So
the
I'll just
clouds are they're slowly moving, but they're moving towards you, and they're definitely in the direction that you're headed.
Yeah, I'll just remount the spider and get ready to go.
I'm back up. I'm ready to go.
All right, so it'd be Spider, and then Chab's characters in the middle, and then
Mhm.
Catechus in the back.
Sounds good.
Zigzagging.
Clouds are getting darker.
Yeah, you can
Something
hear
on the wind. Something smells acrid.
distant. You can hear distant thunder and lightning. And before you know it, the clouds start to form over you guys as you're making that last 5-mile stretch to the Centaur camp. And this thick black rain starts to fall on the region. It's pelting in front of you. You could. It's kind of like you're not in the rain area just yet, but you're getting there.
Coming.
And you can see these. They're thick, very gooey-like substance.
yeah.
Viscous.
Yes, viscous. And when it hits, the droplets hit the surrounding flora. The floral, it causes it to wither and blacken and die.
It's a blight. It's blighting rain.
So you're not quite in it yet, but it's closing in on y'all.
Can we see a way around it at all?
No. It's
No.
it's
So
quite
it's
large.
like a wall of rain. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
You're headed
Open
into
field.
it. If you continue moving forward, you're going to be rained upon.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any way to protect yourself from the rain? If it's burns like the cat and the bugbears have said.
I do not.
I really do not. I have a bedroll. We didn't bring a tent or anything.
This DM
Is it
loves
co-
creativity.
Is it coming towards us?
Well, the clouds are moving towards you. Yes, they're expanding.
And we're in an open field with nothing to hide under.
No, nothing to hide under.
Good grief. I have a bucket.
Hmm.
I have 4 sacks, a bucket. I have chef tools. Shit. We could try to dig a hole. Anybody got a shovel?
I was thinking too. Kind of trench in, but then the water would kind of fill the trench, and then we just drown ourselves in rain. So it's a good idea, Chef, but no, I don't think that would exactly help us in this time. If only there was a wind that we could generate to blow those clouds away. I seem to remember my time in studying with the Tinkers of Lanton before I was arranging on my own.
that warm air rises. Perhaps if we could start a large enough fire upon these plains, we could create a force of wind that would blow this storm back the way it came.
I'm about willing to try anything at this point because
Let's set the
I don't want to
grassland
be
on fire before it gets wet with this viscous rain, and perhaps that would create enough heat to change enough warm air to form a pressure wall and push the cold air down. This is literally fucking
I don't.
Meteorology. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have shield of faith.
I'm gonna produce flame cantrip and set the dry grass on fire.
Wait, you didn't want to kill the cats, but you're going to burn the environment.
Man, this is a game. This is a game mechanic in The Legend of Zelda where you can set the grass on fire and lift your glider. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
Video games taught me these physics. All right, I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
I know the rain's starting to pick up, and it is getting closer to y'all. So, you can, yes.
You put us in a grassland with like
Yes.
Yeah.
We have
Figure it out.
environmental act of God.
Bring
to
an
fight.
umbrella.
Like, if you want me to fight an act of God, I will set the grass on fire. It's like the best thing to do.
All right, so the grass starts catching on fire in this pocket that's not quite in the rain just yet. What is Catechus doing during this?
Catechus is using her help action to fan the flames.
Bluebeard, Tonka?
Bluebeard is trying to asphyxiate a bucket over his head, and Tonka just looks to the sky and starts to say things in Tortle, with his eyes closed and his arms open wide. And they can hear him say Uta a few times. It's the only word you guys can make out. As the sun rises over the horizon, Uta, give me guidance to know what to do in this situation, so that I and my friends are not horribly consumed by blighted black flesh-eating acid rain. Before they manage to destroy the entire ecosystem with flame, killing hundreds and thousands of your loyal subjects in rodent form, bug form, spiritual form that might be roaming the fields, and all that other hippie stuff. Amen.
Atticus is kind of like he's literally like flamethrowing the ground, like looking at him, going, "Why didn't I think of that?" Like he stops flamethrowing the ground, and he just kind of looks up at the clouds, and he starts doing the same thing.
Well, the fire starts going out of control,
Yeah.
but the black rain starts to dissipate, and there's only some drops, but the droplets are not like raindrops. It's almost like a syrup. It's slowly dripping down to the earth, like big strands from the heavens to the earth, just hanging there like a loogie, yeah. And you see this goo piling up, and then the goo starts moving around on the ground, and it starts formulating into 3 piles. And before you know it, you have this ooze moving towards you. Let's roll for initiative.
Groovy. Oh, bummer.
I took battle maneuvers that will help me fight enemies that use weapons. Cool. It's no big deal. It's tigers and oozes.
Who knows what dangers wait outside your doors?
Shit.
Oh, wrong
Manner of
screen,
beast
Michael.
and all of Faerun is this. Have we been delivered, Tonka, or are we besieged?
So you got 3 piles of ooze headed your direction. They're just outside the rain, so we'll say they're about 20 feet away from you. Okay.
It seems that the rain has chosen to, instead of bait us, perhaps it is trying to parlay. As a reaction, I can use my bonus action to... I don't even need to do that. if they're only 20 feet away?
Only 20 feet away. The clouds were coming in on you, but whatever that prayer did, it was heard.
I'm going to go ahead and just charge in then. I don't need to do that.
Okay.
I was going to throw a weapon, but they're not that far away. He's going to get to the first one there. And that's going to be 13 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
We'll just go ahead and make the second attack too. And that also will be a 15 to hit. So that's two
2 hits, yeah.
hits. And that's going to be 12, 14 damage to one of the
Okay.
oozes. I'll say I went left.
Sounds good.
And that'll be the end of his turn.
So 1 attack. That was 2 combined attacks. Was the
Yeah, he brought
Okay.
he brought his cleaver down and tried to slice into it, and he took his pan and just splatted it on the top of the head.
okay.
It's oozy head.
Since Bardicus is going after the oozes, we're gonna go ahead and let you do Tonka too, real quick, if you would like.
Okay. Tonka's gonna use his last. No, wait. I think I've only used two. I used Cure Wounds once, right?
Yeah.
That was it.
One cure
He's
wounds.
got.
Yep.
I got 2 spells left, and I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on to Bluebeard,
All right.
and then his that's a bonus action to cast. His action is just he's gonna hold his action, and he'll move up 10 feet and then hold his action in case the oozes get any closer.
At this point, Bluebeard notices that the weapon he used, which is non-magical, that the weapon has now taken some form of corrosive damage, and there's a -1 penalty to your damage rolls on that weapon.
Oh, good.
All right. So the pseudopod's going to go ahead and swing at you, the one that you were attacking, and that's going to be a 8 to hit.
No.
Second one next to it's going to go ahead and swing at you then. 17 to hit.
Yes.
All right, so you're going to take 4 points bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Plus, you're going to take 7 points acid damage.
My. Okay.
And your armor is going to take a -1 penalty. The corrosiveness of this creature's eating away at your armor. The other pseudopod is going to go ahead and move towards Baticus, but he can only move 10 feet, so you are not within its range.
Okay.
Now it is your turn, Baticus.
All right. Baticus, after spying what happened to the chef there, is going to say, Bluebeard, I don't think you should engage with it man on man. Strike from a distance if you can. And then I'll cast Produce Flame cantrip on the one menacing me.
Okay.
So that's a ranged spell attack, 22 to hit,
22 hits.
and then D8 fire damage is 8 damage.
All right. When you throw the fireball at it, you notice that it only takes mild reaction to it.
Okay. All right, so for my bonus action, I will cast Hunter's Mark on that same one.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
And it will be Catechus' turn.
Catechus' turn? Okay. And then Catechus is going to kind of stay behind me. She's got a short bow. So she's going to draw her bow, and she's going to shoot at that same ooze that I shot with flames.
Okay.
It's going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and that's going to be 11 damage.
Oh, jeez. Where'd that come from?
Yeah, so I rolled an 8.
Yeah. All right, then we're going to go back to you, Bluebeard.
I attacked twice. I hit only with one of those probably. I rolled a 4 on one of the dice, and that makes it a 9.
That hits.
And a... Okay, well, then they both hit. The other one is 16.
They're not very hard to hit piles of goo.
All right, that's going to be I rolled 2 6s, so that's 12, and then it's plus 3 modifiers. That's another 6, so 18
listen.
minus
Okay.
2. So I'm minus 1 on both of those attacks, so it's
16. All right, so
16.
the one on the left only had 8 hit points, so you smashed it,
okay.
and then you would turn your attention to the one in the middle and give that another 8 hit points that you would take off of it.
But it's going to be 7.
And you smashed it, and it just, this pelts of black rain pus just shoots everywhere, and then you swing back around and hit the other one.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, you're going to also take a -1, so now it's -2 on your weapon.
All right.
It's culminating. Every time you hit it with a melee weapon, it corrodes your weapon.
All right.
So now it is Tortoise's turn.
He will cast a Sacred Flame on the ooze that I just hit.
Okay.
He has to make a Dexterity saving throw.
All right. That shouldn't be much. It's gonna be 13.
Well, he passes.
So it just kind of moves around in the liquid form.
That's it.
All right.
That is his action.
So that ooze is going to go ahead and attack you, Bluebeard. That's a natural 1. And then the other ooze is going to move the next 10 feet to get up to you, Baticus. And he's going to attack with a pseudopod. Ooh,
Okay.
that's going to be 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's got it.
So you're going to take 4 points bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 7 points acid damage.
So that's 11 damage total,
Yep.
right?
And now your armor is -1.
Right.
So it's eating away at your vest when it smacked you. And it is now your turn, Baticus.
Okay. Okay, so I saw that the flame didn't do much damage against this thing, right?
Right. Well,
So I'm going to use...
it hurt it, but it didn't hurt as much as you wished.
Right, yeah. So I'm going to draw my club and cast Shillelagh with my bonus action, and then attack it with the Shillelagh instead. So this will be a magical weapon for those purposes. And then I'm going to bludgeon it with this thing. Ah, shit. My attack misses, though. That's a 6 to hit.
6 will not hit.
Yeah. So there you go, Jabbers. It can be done. So that was my action and bonus action, but I'm going to take my full move 25 feet away.
All right, well, it should be able to get a reaction then. No?
Yeah, it would.
All right.
And so it's going to be AC 16 to hit now.
Nah, I rolled a 3, so it's 6 to hit. So it doesn't
Okay.
hit you. What's Catechus doing during this?
Catechus, was right next to me. She's going to, she's actually going to use her bonus action to disengage,
Okay.
and then she's going to take her full move 30 feet. So she's 5 feet behind me, and she's going to shoot again
All right.
with her short bow.
Sounds good.
So that's an 8 to hit,
That will hit.
and I rolled a 1 on the d8 this time to balance it out, so it's 4 damage.
All right. So it's still moving.
Oh, I forgot I'm on Spiderback this whole time, too, so that's fun. You could have targeted the spider,
I
just
could
so
have.
you know.
That's fine. The
Yeah.
pseudopods go as high as they want to go.
Yeah.
It is back to you, Bluebeard.
All right. Shit. I don't know. I got nothing magical at all. So.
You got any ranged attacks?
Yeah, to throw my fucking weapon at it.
There you go.
You know,
I mean,
then all my shit will be ruined.
it's better than clanging and banging with it because that's ineffective.
No, it's
I wouldn't
killing
say
him.
it's ineffective. It's just
killing him.
deteriorating
He's-
his
yeah,
weapon.
It's just deteriorating my weapon.
But if he throws his
Gone,
weapon,
but-
the same thing's going to happen.
Same thing is going to happen. You're right.
It just probably
Yeah,
won't
you're
be
right.
as damaging if you throw it, I don't think.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
what
no,
it
it
is.
shouldn't.
Welcome to
it's
D&D.
10.
Yeah.
10
Sure.
to hit.
10 hits.
All right, so that attack is going to be. I rolled a 9, so I'm -2 now on the thing. So it's 7.
7 does not hit.
No, that's the damage.
The damage.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. Okay, then that does. Okay, yes.
Now I'll make the second attack, and that's going to be 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, And that is going to be 10 minus 2. So 8.
All right, how's that look?
I'm just a splatting and squishing
With this frying with a frying pan?
with a frying pan and a cleaver. Mooshing them.
So you were able to squish it and destroy it. Unfortunately, you're now going to take another minus. So you're up to -3 on your weapon.
No damage modifiers.
So, what is Tonka going to do with his turn?
There's still an ooze over there, right?
Yep.
He will cast Sacred Flame on it. Make a dexterity saving throw.
It's going to be an 8.
That won't pass then. He will succeed on the attack, and he will take a total of 2 damage, and it is radiant damage.
2 radiant damage. Okay, this is how's this look? This works. I thought you were going to say
All right.
fire damage. I was like, oh.
So Uta outstretches his arms and prays again and says some mumbo jumbo in Tortle, and a ray of light shines down on that ooze, and it just melts like butter under a broiler.
Cool. Sizzling.
My God, Mr. Tonka, but Tonka, I believe you've done it.
Appears that Uta has done it.
Uta, you're right. By God, I should say specifically.
Yeah.
But what about the rest? What's the rest of the rain look like, Red?
Well, the
is
rain stopped based on his prayer. So
Oh,
All right.
the rain. Oh, so it stopped raining completely. So I thought
Yeah.
it was like
No, it
I
just
thought
became
it was
those-
still, like, raining clean rain.
no,
like,
it was
behind-
just
I
those. It was those giant drips from the sky that dropped in these
Oh.
and created these oozes.
I see. Okay, so like the rain completely stopped. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So now the fire is just running rampant around the plains.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we need to pray for actual rain.
Yeah. So you're gonna stay around for the fire. Or you're gonna move towards the Centaur camp. You're probably about a couple miles away from it.
Is the whole field on fire?
I imagine it's not
would
pretty.
say I would be employing firefighting tactics. Yeah. for
Okay,
sure.
so what are your firefighting tactics?
So yeah, I would mount upon my speedy wolf spider, and God bless America. Yeah, this is what I need all the woodland animals for that I sent my tiger friends earlier on.
Yeah, but they've been fighting gray oozes that come out of the sky and shit. They don't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you're right. We need to dig trench. I need to. You know what I do need to do is I need to use my speak with small creatures gnome ability to awaken the woodland tunneling badgers and sorts and worms to dig fire trenches. So separate dry brush from non-dry brush so that the flames can't spread. That's what it's going to do.
Well, then just tell us how it happens.
Yeah, that's what I do. I use my speak with small beasts gnome ability. So I'm like riding on my I'm riding Spiderback and I'm kind of tapping the ground. And anything that pops its head up, I'm like, friend, I need you to burrow over there, and tell your fellows to burrow over there. And all these kind of small creatures just kind of organizing and making like gopher mazes a la Caddyshack. So that the flames just can't spread, so that it's still all on fire, but over the course of like an hour, it burns to just a big scorched, ugly mark on the plain.
Tonka notices what you're trying to do, and he's trying to awaken the forest people. And he like pulls out this little like mouthpiece from his back and blows. There's like a tuba on his back. It's a horn.
So
Trying
I'd
to wake him
say
up.
after about an hour, the flames are under control and almost put out, and you guys can get back onto your journey to the Centaur camp.
Could everybody
Yes.
but me benefit from a short rest? How about that? Everyone but me. I caught the flames
Everyone
and
would
had to
love a
put them
short
out.
rest, but we're trying to get to the Centaur camp.
Yeah, you get to the Centaur camp. Let's just say
Okay.
you get to the Centaur camp where you're greeted by the Centaurs and they're peaceful.
Ah,
Um,
hail, Centaur people.
Greetings.
We've heard
greetings.
of your need for aid, and we've came to offer relief. But it seems as if we found a way to defeat what plagues you on the road.
Well, you survived the rain. Come into our huts where it is safe in case the rain comes again. We have shelters built to protect ourselves.
What do you mean, come again? We've destroyed it. The rain is gone.
No, the rain will continue. It has been getting stronger within the 10 days. Come. And they lead you into, like, they're giant tents because they're horse-like people, so they're way bigger than any of you guys, except for maybe Catechus. And they're still bigger than Catechus.
Mm-hmm.
He leads you in there where you guys are given food and drinks. Some of the engineers there see your armor and your weapons, and they offer to work on them if you'd like, to try to repair them.
I'm a smith, and I make
Okay.
my own stuff. I'm going to ask them if I can use their stuff to try and fix my equipment.
Absolutely. They're
That's
happy.
what I'll do.
Then
I would greatly appreciate it then.
and they let you guys take a nice rest, and then the leader, the Centaur leader's name's Yarnak. He said he will speak to you after you've rested up from your journey.
Cool.
All right, so after you guys have taken a little rest and you've been working on your stuff, they're unable to fix your frying pans. It's the damage is corrosive, and it says here permanent damage. But they have enough armor that they can patchwork your armor to fix your armor. But they do, as you're a chef, you can go to their kitchen and go get another frying pan if you'd like. And since they're Centaur, they got big ass frying pans.
All right.
Well, no, I mean, that's just how the Grey Ooze works.
Yep.
It's permanent damage
Yep.
on your weapons and armor.
Okay.
So,
Yep. I'm not going to use that. I'll use my other weapons.
okay,
He's a dwarf.
he'll find a way. So you guys are done. Unless there's something you want to do, please tell me what you want to do.
Oh no, yeah. Baticus is ready to go the next part of the adventure for sure. He stays ready.
He'll try to procure. I'm going to try and see if I can procure some battle axes or something.
They have some. They're large. They're human-sized axes. If you want to try to modify it in some ways, you can.
Just, you mean they're great axes, or are they battle axes?
I would. They're battle axes then. They're human size. These centaurs are large creatures.
Oh, okay.
Their
weapons aren't large, though, are they? They're regular.
They're like I
weapons.
guess they're human size and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I'm a medium creature.
Yes, they can procure you a battle axe.
I want 2 of them.
Okay, they can procure you 2.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
And I'll tell them I'll do this, and since my other weapons are ruined.
Or you can still cook with it. It's just
I've
now
got
it's
cookware
now
aside from those.
now it's seasoned.
Yeah. I've got other weapons. I've got cookware and stuff separate from that, but those were just my unique weapons.
All right. Well, Yarnak sits you guys down in the under his tent. We have been guarding against bugbear attacks, and we dare not leave this camp. This camp is sacred to our people. But the camp is running out of water. I can offer you those axes, 500 gold pieces, and I have these centaur wrist wraps that I can offer if you could go to the lake and find out what is causing this blight upon my people.
Oh, I'd be willing to aid you in any way we can. I've asked the tigers of the plains to marshal the resources of the forest lands to come to our aid and fight against this evil. Tell me, have you seen what its cause might be, or are we entering this mission blind?
Unfortunately, it would be blind. I have no information other than the water in the lake has turned black and is undrinkable. We don't know what is causing the sky to open up but it has infected our drinking water, and I fear it will destroy our land. We had to take great measures to protect our people by building these roofs out of steel and metal. And sometimes the liquid does get through, so we need this to be solved.
It would be my honor to help you solve this blight. But I believe I was meant to do.
So they have these Centaur wrist wraps. They're leather and fur wraps. They allow the bearer to re-roll any attack made with a short or long bow.
Oh, cool.
And use the resulting roll. Used once this way, the wraps must be held in wood smoke for 15 minutes before their magic can be used again. But there's some Centaur wrist wraps that will at least give you a re-roll on if you want to give it to any archers or anything.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, Catechus will she'll kind of take hers and scurry off into a corner and like pretend like somebody wants to take them away from her as she slides them on her wrists.
Well, whenever you're rested, I can give you directions. The pool is 2 miles from here.
Well, I hope I haven't insulted you by riding my friend Farfax.
No insult.
We'll go to the fire and try to make us something for the journey.
All right.
Yes, let's make sure that we have provisions.
Okay. So we've been at this for at least 1 hour.
Yeah, while you're cooking, Yarnak says, one of my scouts told me upon his last visit to the lake, the water was brackish and foul-smelling, but a strange stone structure had risen from the ground on a small island near the middle of the lake. It's possible that it's coming from this structure?
And is the lake water itself poison?
Yes. We cannot drink it.
Are there any lake creatures who remain? Any that could swim the waters?
No, I don't think so. The water was safe till 10 days ago.
Have you got boats that could survive it?
There may be a raft there, but we normally just pounce in the water. It's not that deep.
But we won't be able to now, will we?
You're heroes. I imagine you'll find a way.
So we'll have your aid.
I must stay here to protect against bugbear attacks. I'm sorry.
Certainly, but couldn't we dismantle one of these tents and use its poles to put a raft together or fashion sails to make it to that island? It seems to be the source of your troubles.
The lake's not that big that you would need sails. We usually have a rowboat near.
We want speed, and we don't want to be damaged by its acid waters. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't help me.
Well, take what you need, but please do not leave my people in any danger.
Certainly not. I think 1 or 2 of these tents should do.
Something to keep the rain off of our heads. Last time it was a bit of a problem.
Watch out, it could cut through that at times.
True. Yes, but so what if I wanted to build a barge?
Well, I mean, that seems like that would take lots of hours.
Okay.
But you can certainly do whatever you want. It's D&D. I can't stop you.
Yeah, but that's time sensitive. We got to beat the rains coming back, and if I'm going to tear down a shelter, and that's one less shelter, and all this and that. So
that's my job as DM, just to keep adding more and more peril that you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
I'll assist you in any way that I can.
There's a rope. There's a rowboat attached to the water docks.
So there is a vessel that perhaps we could make it.
I told you, yes. There's a rowboat there. That's why I said you don't need to sail.
That is all that we need, then. I'm very well.
I stretched it out. Let's get at it.
I am very well versed in the use of.
I swear I told you. I was like, "There's a rowboat," and he's like,
"You said maybe." I was like, "Well,
well, okay. Maybe means yes. Maybe means yes. Maybe means yes."
He either knows it's there or not. I mean,
well, he's a horse. He's not going to fucking row a boat. He's a goddamn horseman. I'm like, why is there? The story calls for there being a boat there. I'm like, why the fuck would this guy need a boat?
Yeah, I know. I'm with you.
But
So
there's
that's why
a
I'm trying
boat
to
there.
Take his house apart.
No, there's
I'm
a
with
boat.
you.
Don't take his house
If there's
apart.
not a boat, I'll take his house apart.
Oh,
It's fine if there's not a boat, but my plan B is to take his house apart. That's fine.
I'm gonna tear this house apart.
Apart.
Well, you guys take whatever you need.
Okay.
He's very supportive. He's worried about his people.
Yeah.
And you guys head out the 2-mile track to the lake. Upon arriving at the lake, you see there are no signs of life. All the plant life is sickened and dead. The small lake stretches out before you. Its water is the color of smoke and covered in sickly yellow foam. An old raft has been pulled ashore nearby. Its condition is suspect. In the center of the lake is a speck with a single tree. From a distance, you can see a half-sunken structure of some kind. The dirt beside the grimy stone wall looks recently churned.
So I would, spur my wolf spider aboard that raft and say, "Time is of the essence."
But the raft is suspect, so
Hmm.
go ahead and give it an investigation check.
Well, I'm gonna have this. If it's all right, I'll have the spider do a perception.
Okay,
Is that all right?
sure, yeah. You talk to your spider.
It's the first one on, so that's a 20.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean the raft does not look like it would make the trip in this kind of water. It needs repair.
So its little feeler feet are not with it. So yeah, it won't get on board the raft then.
Okay.
That thing creeps me out. I don't know what it is. Is it the way it walks? It's the way it walks. I think it's
What?
too many
Flat
legs.
facts? Leave flat facts alone.
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying
It's far facts.
it's Farfax.
Okay. Well, what are we gonna do? This
spiders
raft,
taste like.
is seems to be a little less sturdy than I. It's just as I thought. This water has corroded it lightly. I should have lashed together their houses. They said they could hold up against the rain. This was my plan.
I'm well versed on getting onto a boat, but I am not well versed in getting off of it into the water.
Fair
My people
too.
are not a swimming race.
And yet our destination is in the center of poisonous water.
I look over at Tonka, and he just looks at me and smiles. That's it.
Are we doing it again? Are we going to part these seas, Tonka? What are we doing here?
Oh, do you need me to pray again?
It sure seems like it.
I will pray for guidance. And he goes into a little bit of a trance over by the water. But,
Meanwhile, I'm going to look for birds. Are there any birds around?
No, there seems to be no signs of animal life, and the plant life is dead.
I'll investigate the tree.
Give me a wisdom check.
A wisdom check. Just my wisdom modifier?
Yeah, or perception. I'm sorry.
Okay. 5.
It just seems like a normal tree.
Yeah, I'll just sit next to it then and whittle. I'm gonna set up a I'm gonna set up a little.
Do we
I'll
want to
have
try to do
catechist.
anything to the raft?
I'm not proficient in any kind of carpentry tools at all. I have chefs,
Catechist
smiths, and brewers tools.
climb the tree and see if she can get a lookout on that island.
Okay. When she climbs a tree, go ahead and give me a perception check. And
All right.
did you say you were going to do something to the raft, Chad? I'm sorry.
I said I only have brewers, chefs, and smith tools. I am not a carpenter.
All right.
19 on her perception.
She can see over on that other island, this one, where the structure is that came out of the ground,
Yeah.
that there is, she notices streams of vicious liquid,
Viscous. Yeah.
viscous looking material pouring from the tomb into the lake. What kind of magic do you guys have? What are your all schools of magic?
healer. I have bless, cure wounds, spare the dying, guidance,
I would say
sacred flame.
Tonka could ascertain its necromantic in origin.
It seems to be of a necromantic nature. This is death.
Counting it out, it's 35 feet from the shore where the tree is that you guys are at by that raft. So it's not that big of a lake. It's their watering hole, really.
Attempt to repair the raft so that I can get 10
I'll help you
feet
pull it
into
out.
the lake.
Yeah. So give me do an investigation check to see if you can figure out what's wrong with the raft.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have Catechus is gonna use her help action to give me advantage on the repairs, if that's okay.
That's what she does. Yeah.
And on the investigation as well.
Sure.
Actually, I'm gonna have her do the investigation because she gets a bonus and I don't. That's a 17.
Okay. So she kind of points out to you that if you could just reinforce certain parts of it, it could make the trip across. It's just mildly deteriorated. But if you could reinforce it with some stuff, it could make the trip.
I could gather some materials from this tree. I've got a hand axe, so I'll get to work kind of...
Do you need wood?
We need wood?
I've got 2 new axes that I just borrowed from the Centaurs.
Yes, we could make some repairs. Catechus has thieves' tools that aren't really helpful, but perhaps we can make the use of them.
Here, I'll hand you one of the axes so that you may use it, and I will use the other, and we will try to fashion some planks.
Yeah, I can use the back end of it as a hammer and stuff. I guess we'll try and make some repairs. So what kind of roll would you like us to make for that there?
Oh, I'm not going to have you make any rolls. You were able to ascertain correctly what was wrong with the boat, and
Sweet.
You're going to reinforce it. So I would say about 45 minutes go by. You guys work together as a nice, well-oiled machine. You feel like you got the boat to where it is sturdy enough to make the trip across there. You're not sure about how it will do when it comes back, but hey, you know what? There's another tree on the other side.
True.
You climb aboard the raft and you make your way across the shore. There's a lot of symbolism that you notice upon the trees and stuff. I don't know if anybody has any kind of deep religious backgrounds that might be able to explain this to them.
Well, there's a turtle.
Okay.
Would you like me to make a religion check?
I would love it.
All right. God damn it.
Probably would work for you.
It's
He probably
12.
would. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the green goddess. I would think he would know about nature and stuff like that. So he would pick up that's the green goddess, the mother guardian of groves, Eldith. Eldath. Eldith. She's a spirit that guards groves and watersheds. Her presence is very calming, and their people are very... The religion's very peaceful, non-combative. So you guys have shown a lot of that by saving those cats and all. You guys have worked towards what this goddess represents. So you kind of see that amongst the waterway there. It's a waterfall if you look at the symbol. It's a waterfall. But she's a very good, kind goddess. So you kind of get the idea of that.
The ruin is spewing out like grossness, right?
Yeah, like the exact opposite.
Right.
So you guys get in your boat, and you make your way across, and you're about five feet away from the shore there, and you hear the words, "We will slay our thirst on your blood." And you see these 2 creatures coming up out of the water. They're covered in the black ooze and gore and stuff. And there's 2 of these guys pop up out of the water. They're in the water, and you guys are able to get to the shore before they get out of the water because the ooze slows them down. And you guys are gonna have to roll for initiative. I'm gonna put you guys right on the shore there by that tree. Okay, so we're not gonna worry about the structure right now. You got these 2 guys right there out on the outside of the shore. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, natural 1.
Oh, Bluebeard.
Rolled a 19.
Yeah, I thought I did good.
I know it rolled a natural 1, but for some reason I typed in 12 because I'm an idiot. So at
I
least they're
wish I'd
still
roll high for attacks and not
They're still-
additions.
they're still
I
going,
like going
last. So, you're up, Bluebeard.
Okay. I can use a bonus action to toss a cleaver at one of these fucking things. It's gonna be 17 plus 5 to hit.
All right.
That's
So-
22.
That definitely hits.
Okay. I'm throwing a cleaver at it with a superiority dice.
All right.
I see this thing, and once we get to the shore, I turn around, and the knife is even sheathed, but because this battle maneuver, I can pull it from a sheath and throw it all in the same motion.
Cool.
It's like a quick chef knife trick. Yeah.
Like a hibachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if someone insulted me in the kitchen, I could go ping, like,
Yeah,
you know
like
what
a
I
shrimp
mean?
in their pocket. Yeah.
It's one of the new battle maneuvers. So that's going to be what's 8 plus 5? Fuck, I can never. Those two
8,
numbers for
5
some reason,
is 13.
those always boggle my mind. I don't know
It's
why.
all right.
it
It's
is.
whatever you
That's-
need to get to 10. You subtract from the other side.
Yeah.
So 8, you need 2 to get to 10. So you
Right.
subtract that from 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. So 10 plus 3 is 13. That's how you do it.
16.
That's called Common Core math.
16 damage?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
It's a good hit.
How far away are they?
Well, they were 5 feet from the shore. You guys are on the shore, so I'm gonna say you could be 5 to 10 feet away from you. It's up to you guys.
So I could still cross the distance then.
If you want to go into the black pool, they're in the water. They came
okay.
up right next to the boat.
That's a bonus action to use that. I can just use my regular action to
They came up
Said-
out of the water, covered in the viscous. I finally got it right. The viscous black
Ice.
stuff, and you guys were able to just to continue to the shore. I got you to the shore, so you're on land. You're safe because you repaired the boat. But they're kind of moving towards the shore now.
I don't
But
think
they're
I can take another ranged attack
Yeah.
with my action. I'll just wait. I'll wait and see what they do from here on out. That's just one attack. That's the
Okay.
end of my turn. I'll wait for him to come on.
all right. Then we're gonna go to Baticus, and we'll come back to you for the turtle. Okay. So Baticus, you're up next.
All right, yeah. So Baticus is on Farfak's back, and he's gonna unbelt. It's got this buckler shield up. He's gonna unbelt his whip. He's gonna whip at one of these things. His whip's got a 10-foot reach, so he's gonna stay
Okay.
within that outside of its reach, but within that 10 feet. So I'm gonna whip at one of these guys for 17 to hit,
That hits.
and does 5 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop the whip, and then I'm gonna use the bonus action to cast that shillelagh cantrip and draw my club at the same time, and I'm gonna skitter out of their range further on shore. So
How far?
We'll do a full move of the spiders 40 feet, so 50 feet away from them total.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. We're gonna come back to Tonka. Yeah.
Tonka puts his hands in the air and closes his eyes again and mumbles something in Tortle, and he is going to bless Bluebeard and Baticus and Catechus.
All right.
Whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw before this spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add it to the number of the attack roll or saving throw, so long as I am concentrating. So he just kind of moves his movement away from the entire action and casts Bless on you guys.
All right. How far did he move?
His movement, which is 30, I believe.
Okay,
So
sounds good.
He's getting away from these guys. He doesn't want to be attacked.
Yes. So the only one staying their ground right now is Bluebeard.
Catechus is still there too because she
And
hasn't had her turn.
Catechus, yeah. Now it's Catechus' turn.
Right. Catechus is going to scamper over and pick up the dropped whip and put it in her pack, and then she's going to scamper ashore as well and ready her short bow, but that's too many actions in my opinion to make an attack.
All right. Then these guard creatures, these foul-looking undead, you can kind of see as the black ooze comes off of them, they got a ghastly appearance. They're going to move up the shore. One's going to come up on Bluebeard, and he's going to go ahead and try to...
Before you do that, I'm going to enact my reaction.
Okay, yeah.
This is a battle maneuver. It is called Brace. I use a reaction to make an attack.
All right, sounds good.
And that's going to be 12 plus 5, 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
9 damage, okay.
And now he can do whatever he wants.
Well, we're going to see if he can do what he wants. So he's going to come up on you, and he's going to try to claw you.
Okay.
Oh, boy. It's going to be 20 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay. What's your bless do?
it's plus 4 to attack.
Okay, alright. Alright, so you're going to take 10 points slashing damage. But I need you, since you're not undead, I need you to succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Light blood.
I have bless, so I can do that.
Alright.
Gonna need that. So that's a 9 plus 5. 14.
So you're able to withstand the poison that he's put in your body.
Oh, good.
On that claw attack. The other creature's just going to make his way towards the other group of people. And now there's a stench about him within 5 feet. So you're the only one within that. I need you to do a another Constitution check, Bluebeard.
Okay.
Yep. What you got?
It's 14 again.
Okay, so you were able, something about you, maybe it's all that time you spent in the kitchen and all the stuff, you're kind of immune to its stench for the next 24 hours, okay?
Smells like fermented goat cheese that's been laid out in the sun to try and make this very special dwarven dish. I can't figure out my accent. I keep switching back and forth between Scottish and Russian. God damn it.
The other creature, now he can only move 30 feet, so is he up upon you guys? You guys move back, what, like 30, 40 feet?
Yeah. So
30.
Batticus is 50 away, and then Catechus is 30.
All right. Yeah, he used his movement to get on shore. He'll go next turn. It's your turn, Bluebeard.
Okay. He can draw 2 weapons at once. That's going to be 10 to hit.
10 will not hit.
Second attack is 18 plus modifier, so that's
Well,
22.
that hits.
Ooh, good. 12 damage on that one.
How's that look?
He takes this axe and he hits it into its hip, and as it falls to its knees, he goes, "This is for my frying pan," and he splits its head.
Undead creatures rising from the depths. This means that there are foul magics at work. Perhaps a wizard like I suspected.
What just happened to me? I seem to be overcome by some sort of a different accent. It was weird.
So it happens when you are in unfamiliar
I think it's
locations.
just my dwarven father spoke that way.
It's choking on that damn black water in the air. This poisonous fumes
The stench,
radiate.
it's the stench
yeah.
of the air. It's overtaking you, just like it's overtaking these creatures.
Yes.
Whenever I get angry, the dwarven heritage just comes right out of me.
I'm just using Orland Rotlake voice because this is the standard Aaron voice. I don't know.
Now,
all I have.
Yeah.
this Bluebeard
Yeah.
got anything else he can
I
do?
meant just to use my voice the whole time and I forgot.
Yeah, but I don't need to. No, not right now. I'm
Okay.
good to go.
All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and go to Baticus.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm
He's
back.
got the
I
one.
Can keep track now.
He's got the one. He's got the one creature coming towards you.
Yeah, Baticus has his shillelagh readied. And so I'm just going to have my action to take the ready action. If he gets within range, I'm going to make an attack.
Okay.
Then, let's see. You're all blessed. He will cast Sacred Flame on the thing. So make a Dexterity saving throw.
That's. Huh. I'll be 15.
Oh, you pass.
Huh. He doesn't take half damage or anything?
Nope.
All right. Huh.
Sun
Okay.
shines down on you, and that's it.
Yeah. All right. Now back to the cat.
Okay, yeah. She's got her bow ready, her short bow ready. So I'm just going to shoot with the it's a D4, Chad, added to the roll.
Yes.
All right. Well, it's a 15 to hit without that. So does that hit?
That hit.
We'll just do the damage then. 8. Another bummer. So that's only 4 damage.
Okay.
And for her bonus action, this creature's not within 5 feet, right? So that'll be the end of her turn.
Yeah. So the creature's going to go ahead and move
Oh,
up.
I'm sorry. She's going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Sorry.
So the creature's going to make his way to Baticus and attack with his claws.
Oh, she can't take dodge. Sorry, it's just disengage. Never mind.
So that's going to be 19. He's claw attacking Baticus.
Baticus, that hits.
All right. So you're going to take 10 points slashing damage.
Okay,
And I need you to make a Constitution check.
that's a bummer.
Saving throw.
I have advantage on all my other saving throws.
Exactly. I know, right? Yeah.
Sorry, you said 10 points of damage, right?
Yes, 10 points slashing damage. And now I
Just
need
gotta
a con check.
All right, yeah, just gotta calculate that damage real quick, and then con save. +3 anyway, so that's not bad. Roll the fucking. Oh, that's a 7. 10.
A 10.
That's a fail. Yeah.
Well, if the DC is 10, is that a success or a fail?
It's a success.
All right, then you have succeeded barely.
Sweet.
And trust me, you don't want to fail these.
No, I know.
For these, you don't want to fail. So, that's gonna be in his turn, but you're within his stench now.
Right.
So I need another con check, con save.
Oh, that one's a 19. That one's a
Stinky
19.
bastards.
Well, that one's
Plus the
passed.
bonus.
So now you're
So,
also
yeah.
you're also immune to his stench.
Okay, cool. And does Catechus have to make the save too?
If she's
'Cause they
within
were
5,
together.
if she's within 5 feet, yes.
Yeah. So
All right.
she'll make the save. And bummer. That's a 4, so she fails that one.
Well, unless you use your inspiration, she's gonna be poisoned at the start of her next turn.
Oh shit!
Poison.
We have inspiration.
Yeah, I'll do
Until the
that.
start of the creature's next turn. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use the inspiration and reroll. May as well. What else are you gonna? So that's a 17. So that's a pass.
All right. Yeah, it's gonna be passed.
Right,
Yeah.
cool.
And poisoned, poisoned, of course, means you would get a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. But you were able to pass. So
Okay.
we're gonna go back, to Bluebeard.
All right, so we still got one of these stinky bastards
Yep.
rolling around.
Yeah, we'll say he's like 30 feet away from you, so you'd have to, or 25 feet away. You'd have to move up on him if you want to attack him melee style.
I can do that. First swing.
And everybody's
Yeah,
immune
man.
to this stench except for the turtle right now.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that. 'Cause holy shit, I just keep missing with
Okay.
each. Okay, so 18
All right, 18 hits.
plus. Okay. 4 damage,
All right.
and then I rolled a 1 on the fucking damage, and then the second attack is gonna be 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
What
It is Baticus' turn.
And I can't remember what's left. So I have one.
We have
within 5
one.
feet,
We
right?
have
so
one.
Shillelagh attack.
Yeah, we have one ghouly, ghostly looking fucker right in front of you.
Yeah, Shillelagh attack. Natural 20. I think that's the first one
Yeah.
I've ever
Huzzah.
since
I-
we've been playing.
Yeah, I think that might be the first one of the night. Holy smokes. I
Natural
better get a
20.
huzzah on there.
I did. I said, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you got it, and I got to do my part.
I rolled a natural 20. I rolled a natural 20 for Tonka's initiative, then realized we weren't
Oh.
allowed. We weren't rolling initiatives.
You wasted one. You burned a
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I did.
Well-
So 12. So 1d8 plus 2. I have never. Dude, I critical so few. I don't even know how to do the damage.
Here's what I've been doing now is I want
Okay.
you to just roll one dice, whatever it
Okay.
is, and then give you max damage on the second dice, and then plus
Oh,
whatever
that's
your
funny.
modifiers.
That's exactly what I rolled. That's hilarious. So I rolled a 2, and then I rolled this. I rolled the dice a second time, and it was max damage, which was 8, which would be 10, and then my bonus is 12. So 12
Yep.
damage on the critical.
Because I'm tired of criticals not being. At least
you
I want at least
critical
50, I want 50% damage guaranteed.
Yeah, I'm
on a
with you.
hit.
Max damage on the second one. I like that.
So
That's smart.
it is okay. He definitely looks injured. He's like
Alright.
part of his bodies are part of his body. One of his arms has fallen off to the ground. But he's still
All right.
coming at you.
So
So
I tell you,
if
the
you got
to
more for
follow that
Baticus?
well, yeah, I'll use a
Yeah.
bonus action.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I don't have anything. Yeah, I'll use a bonus action and cast. Hunter's Mark
Oh yeah.
on him. Nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna leave him be.
All right. Then you're setting him
Yeah.
up for Tonka.
action
Come on,
economy.
Tonka. What you
Yeah.
got, Tonka?
Action economy. Let's go.
Tonka will use Sacred Flame again.
Yeah. Come
There we
on.
go.
I
Let's
hope
do
I
it.
roll bad. Oh, it's
Oh,
not bad.
bad.
I rolled. Okay, it's a dex, right?
Dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw.
So it's gonna be 12.
That
think
will
that's
not.
the number.
I think
Alright.
that's. Hang on. Let me see.
I rolled a 9 plus 3.
Okay. It's 13.
All right.
So it
Just
does
wondered. He did it.
You take 4 radiant damage from
Yeah,
this
fuck
stun.
you.
Fucker. Yeah. good catch.
Shines down on you. Take that, stinky one.
And now it's Catechist's turn.
Oh yeah, Catechus. I mean, she's within range, so she's gonna stow her bow, and she's just gonna make claw attacks since she's a tabaxi.
Just pounces on his head.
Yeah, just gonna pounce. She just has the +1 strength bonus, so it's gonna be 15 to hit,
That hits.
and her claws do 1d4 + 1. And I rolled a 1, so 2 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage.
He's gonna reach up and try to. She's right there, so he's gonna try to take a nice bite out of her.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, she gets a bonus action though.
Okay. I'll hold on to that then.
She gets a bonus action. To her cunning action. She's gonna disengage, and
Yeah.
she's gonna disengage, and then she's gonna move 30 feet away.
All right. Because that motherfucker just rolled 18.
Yeah, because fuck that.
Yeah.
Because yeah, she's gonna scratch attack and run away.
Yeah. As she pounces away, he lunges, but he lunges at Baticus and swings with a new roll. Oh, that's still 17.
I'll take that.
So he goes bites at him with that's 20 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And it is now your turn, Bluebeard.
Wait. I've got to put this stinky motherfucker back into the ground.
you're just a whole trip of Europe now, isn't it?
I am.
We were France.
So
I think we went to Ireland. Now it's England.
Listen, I'm trying to fucking do the voice of Santa from fucking Frozen or whatever the fuck it is, Heroes, whatever, and I can't do it. I keep wanting to fucking do Skargoth's voice.
I love it. No, I love it. I love that
Vatican has his shield wedged between himself and this undead creature, and he's gushing blood from his shoulders. So maybe you could help him out.
As Bluebeard gets his voice together.
So that's 19 plus modifiers.
That hits. That hits.
Okay. 4 damage.
He had 4 hit points. How's this look?
He's just gonna come up and he just kind of takes both axes and he makes a scissor motion and goes and like cuts him in half.
Yeah, and his head topples on the ground, and I'm sorry, his waist and head topple to the ground, and his legs kind of keep walking until they fall down.
If Catechus used her daggers instead of her claws, like that's the minimum damage she could have finished.
I know. He had 6 hit points when she attacked. She did 2 damage. I was like, what? Yeah. Okay.
What okay.
So you guys gather yourselves, and you look at the tomb. A shadowed entrance to a small tomb has broken the surface of the ground. Thick black ooze flows from the tomb across the island and into the lake. As you approach, a bony hand covered in oily black slime grasps the side of the entrance. Who comes to welcome me?
Tonka, beseech your master, Oodle. I could use some of his favor before we engage with this monster.
Uta will bless you. I'll use Cure Wounds on you. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, that's only 4.
It's okay, I'll take it.
You speak of Uta?
Ah, yes, Uta.
I followed the goddess Eldith.
It's not very kind of you.
She forsaked us. I was once a paladin, and I took an oath. But she picked peace over order. The orcs, the goblins, the centaurs, and the humans would not coexist. So I used force to make them coexist. And this is how she punished me.
Looks like you didn't follow her far enough back into the afterlife. So that's where we're gonna send you.
Okay.
That's what we will do. I will back that claim.
She points her bony fingers. Just as I broke my oath with Eldith, I will break you. Roll for initiative.
Sorry. I stepped on your moment, sorry.
Okay.
Vaticus,
you're gonna get to go first.
All right, so Vaticus makes his challenge after receiving the healing from Tonka, and he closes the distance on the creature. How far away is she?
Well, you guys are up on the temple, so we're gonna say this is all within 30 feet.
Okay, upon the back of Farfax, he kind of skitters her way, brandishing his club, already magically enhanced. I'm gonna attack her with a shillelagh. I always forget to hit the club stats. Here we go. Ah, shit. 7 to hit.
7 will not hit.
Okay. Alright, well, I'll use my bonus action to, I should have done this already too, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna cast the Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay.
And, that'll be, my spider's gonna take the dodge action. And that'll be my turn.
Why don't you go ahead and also do Catechus too?
Okay.
Because she's kind of in the middle of y'all, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Catechus is going to kind of stay put there. She's going to draw her, she's got her bow drawn, but she's going to draw her bow and shoot.
Okay.
Let's see, Catechus' advantage. She is more helpful when she's close, but here's what it is. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. She's going to draw her sword and charge in after Vaticus. Yeah, so she's gonna kind of run up to the creature and she's gonna swing with the short sword instead. And so 11 to hit.
11 hits.
Oh shit! Okay, she's gonna do the 1d6 plus 3 short sword damage. That's 9 damage. That's max damage.
Huzzah.
And then huzzah! Yeah, I'm gonna do a bonus action to disengage. And oh, she's out of move spaces though. That's okay. I'll use a bonus action to give help to Vaticus. There we go.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So she, having taken damage from Catechus, turns to Catechus, and this dreadful glare appears in her eyes. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Good.
Mm.
Oh, 19. Woohoo!
All right, so you are immune to the dreadful glare
Sweet.
for the next 24 hours. Just Catechus.
Okay.
Um,
Just Catechus, right.
but she is going to, who was within her? Catechus wasn't able to...
Catechus and Vaticus are right next to her.
Yeah. So she's going to go ahead. She gets to make a multi-attack.
And the spider. The spider, too, if you want to use that as a target.
She's going to... I'm going to go ahead and swing on the spider. Yeah. Let's do...
Oh, the spider, okay.
Rotting Fist on the spider.
Spider's taking the dodge action.
Oh. Okay. Well,
All right.
then we will... Then she swings on them, but he dodges. That's like a reaction or something?
He's got an 18, so that just means that she's got disadvantage, though, that's all.
Okay, well,
So
let me
his,
roll, let me
AC
roll a
is
second
15.
dice then.
Yeah.
Alright. So she rolled 12.
Okay, so yeah, the AC is 15.
Okay, so he's able to hop out of the way. She swings at him with her rotting fist, and he's able to get out of
Yeah.
the way. It is your turn, Bluebeard.
Bluebeard will use his reaction to make a ranged attack by throwing a cleaver.
Okay.
And roll a natural 1. Jesus Christmas. That is an entire superiority dice wasted, I believe. No, wait, I don't know if it takes effect. Yeah, it doesn't take effect. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I picked that feat to throw the weapon and stuff, man. That's fun. Who I put that on?
How far away is she from me?
I'm
30
saying,
feet.
yeah, everybody's within 30 feet.
Okay. Well,
You guys
then
kind of reach into the tomb. You guys kind of breached
he'll
it.
just run up and use his action to smack her with an axe.
Okay.
If he can. It's going to be 12 to hit.
Sure. That does hit.
Does she have any weapons?
No, she's got her hands. She was buried in there, buried alive
Okay.
in this tomb
Mummy.
by... She was buried by people who were loyal to Eldith. They entrapped her, but they refused to kill her because they're pacifists. They don't believe in killing.
Okay.
And so they left her. They buried her alive, which is a lot worse. And her followers.
So we're teach her a lesson by killing her.
Oh yeah, they taught her a lesson.
Yeah.
6 damage
6 damage. Okay.
with slashing, if that matters.
It all comes out in the end. So what does Tonka do?
Tonka will use Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Sacred Flame!
That sounds good.
Oh man.
Sacred Flame.
And I got to roll a.
It's like Yoga Flame.
Deck save. Yes.
Well, I
That's
rolled.
exactly where my mind went.
I rolled a 2 minus 1, so I had 1.
All right. This foul creature takes 4 radiant damage.
Yeah, but when it hits her her binds, he notices that it's even larger explosion than it was before. Like he threw it and it just kind of engulfed even larger.
Uta will defeat you.
All right, so we're now back to Vaticus.
Yeah, Vaticus, upon Farfax, swipes down with his shillelagh, now with advantage, thanks to the help from Catechus. So this time it's an 11 and a... God damn it. ticks to hit.
Well, 11
Do either of those
hits.
hit?
11
The 11
hits.
does. Okay, thank God. Thank Uta or whatever. Uta.
Well, it should be really. Well, Uta did help you, but Eldith is a decent good god.
That okay. 7 damage from the shillelagh, and then the hunter's mark gives me an extra d6. Right? Yeah. So that's 3. So 10 damage altogether.
Good one. Okay.
And that'll be the end of Batticus's turn.
We'll let Catechus go.
Catechus is going to. She'll make an attack with her short sword again. That's going to be an 11 to hit.
That hits.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
And then for her bonus action, she's going to use the help. This time she's going to give it to Farfax for the next turn.
Okay.
And that's it.
So, having
Farfax will be taking the dodge action again.
Okay.
My bad. Yep.
So, having been burnt and angry, she turns her dreadful glare towards Tonka. And I'm going to
Okay.
need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. 10.
You are frightened until the end of her next turn.
I was already frightened.
So Tonka just kind of zips himself into his shell.
Yeah.
And then she's going to go ahead and try to swing the rotting fist at Batticus.
Kate. Yes. Come on, a kiss.
It's 21 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. It's going to be... Start with this. 8 points bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, boy. And 10 points necrotic damage.
Ooh. Okay.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You would.
+3. Let's go. 20.
Okay, you succeed.
Hey!
That's not a curse you want.
He says he's an expert.
Well, now it's your turn, Bluebeard.
All right. How much is gonna go in? A whomping and a whoiling. Everything inside. Natural 20.
Huzzah!
I'll get him fired up, yes.
Natural 20. That's gonna be max damage on 1 dice.
Yeah, smack damage on 1 dice. So whatever, you know. You're at least guaranteed to get 1 good roll, is what I'm thinking.
Okay, so that makes it a 17 for the first attack. I'm gonna use my bonus action to attack again. To be a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Ooh, that's 9, 10, 11 damage.
Okay.
11. I'm gonna use my action surge.
Oh, shit.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, finally, some attacks came rolling
See,
in.
it's when you needed it.
Hey, and that's 5 more damage. Done. Dirt cheap. Dun 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 dun.
All right. So he's in there slamming away, and it's Tonka
Whomping and a
who's afraid.
wailing.
Now, I believe when you're frightened, he has to get as far away as possible.
I can't move any closer to him. That's for
And I
damn
kind of
sure.
like that he's just staying in his shell. It's kind of funnier that way. So why don't we say that he's just going to stay in the shell until till her next
He
turn?
puts a little hand out of his shell with a little white flag and waves it around a little.
And we're going to go back up to Batticus, who's taking quite a pounding.
Yeah, Baticus is going to use his bonus action to Misty Step 30 feet away outside
Boom!
of the thingamajig, the temple or whatever, wherever they're in.
The bitch.
Yeah, so he's gonna move himself out the door, for his bonus action. For his action, he's gonna use his Beastmaster ability to command Farfax to attack in his place.
Oh,
So Farfax is gonna make the attack. The giant wolf spider with the bite. And I'm just gonna pull that monster up. There we go, and he gets a +2. And that's going to be a 25 to hit.
That hits.
So
Hooray.
she's going to take the piercing damage from the bite, which is only 2.
Okay.
And then she's got to make a con saving throw or be poisoned. Is she susceptible to poison?
No, she's immune to poison.
Fuck, that sucks then. This is my whole plan, is to paralyze her with
Sorry,
poison.
no, she's immune to the poison.
Well, I
See,
teleport
the whole
away.
the whole black water shit came from her heart. Her
I
heart
should've clued
bled
in.
this black
Yeah.
viscous. She bled it out. It came from her. She's polluted the
Yeah.
lands.
this has not been
Yeah.
a game for best laid plans. As a matter of fact, you could probably call this quest the best laid plan.
Catechus?
Yeah, no kidding.
What do you got, Catechus?
Plus my hunter's mark, I believe, is now gone.
Okay. Well, don't you keep the hunter's mark on there? Oh, yeah. Don't
No,
you?
gotta
It's
do
concentration.
Oh yeah, okay.
But he didn't get
No,
hit.
'cause- Yeah, I didn't get. Huh?
Vaticus didn't get hit this turn. Well, his last turn.
Well, I did get hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I should roll to keep concentration.
Yeah, roll to
right?
keep concentration.
Yes.
Well, I made a con save against the poison. I'll roll a con save for concentration. Oh, cool. That's a waste of a 19, but I'll take it.
All right.
22.
So yes, you maintain
Yeah.
your hunter's
My
mark
hunter's
upon
mark.
her.
Okay. All right.
Now it's Catechus' turn.
So Catechus is still next to the beast with the sword, though, and next to the spider. So she's going to attack him with her sword again. I gotta pull her sword action back up. That's a 17 to hit,
That hits.
and that'll be for 4 damage.
Okay.
She'll use her bonus action to disengage, and she'll make her move back to stand next to Baticus, and that'll just leave Farfax next to the monster,
All right.
and that's it.
Well, it is a monster's turn, and she should go ahead and swing. Well, she's going to go ahead and do the rotting fist against Baticus, or not Baticus, but the spider.
The spider Farfax,
Yes,
okay.
Farfax. So that's 21.
Fairfax.
21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So she's gonna do
No.
7 points bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The
and
spider.
It's gonna be 10 points necrotic damage.
Oh man, he's down. He's in the -1.
Oh
She
no.
squished him.
She's
The spider.
And then she's gonna turn her dreadful gaze towards Bluebeard.
Okay.
So I need a wisdom saving throw, Bluebeard.
Good, because wisdom is definitely my favorite save. Never said no one. So it's a 3.
You are also frightened.
Okay.
And if the target fails the same throw by 5 or more, you're paralyzed for the same duration. So you're just,
Okay.
you're terrified and you're paralyzed.
Oh, good. That's even better.
So it would be Bluebeard's turn, but he's not going to be able to do anything. It is now
You know how much I love losing my turn.
It's,
My
well,
favorite thing.
guess what? It's Tonka's turn, and he's no longer frightened.
All right. He will cast Sacred Flame on her.
Okay. I got to roll.
Yes.
It's Dex, right? So it's 10
Yep.
minus 1 is 9.
That does not pass. You
Okay.
will receive the full might of Uta
Yeah.
for 4
Uta.
damage. Radiant.
4 radiant damage, okay.
And let's see. How I'm trying to envision how far away Tonka is from the dwarf.
thinking.
Well, that's his.
They're close to
that's
each.
his-
Well, no.
Sacred Flame is in action anyway. Don't worry about it. Good.
Well, it's back to
Good go.
Baticus's turn. His wolf
Vatikus
spider's
is-
squishy.
Yeah, Vatikus disappeared from atop the back of Farfax in a puff of smoke to appear severely wounded 30 feet away, and then just to watch his friend get squished. Yeah, Catechus kind of runs up behind him, and he readies his sling now from a distance because he can't get to 2 feet hardly. So I'm gonna hit with the sling, and I've got the hunter's mark on there still. So let's see how we do. Shit.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
No, that's bad. That's a 7 to hit, so that's bummer.
It's even.
And okay, so that's gonna be my turn for Vatikus.
All right, Catechus.
We will not feast upon your spider.
All right, Catechus will use her bonus action to help Vatikus for his next turn, and for her current turn, she will draw her bow.
Okay.
And I mean, if you allow me, I'll shoot.
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Let's do something on this turn.
All right. It's a 9 to hit, so
That
we'll
won't
do
hit.
nothing on this turn.
Yeah.
And that's the end.
So I looked for Egyptian names for like 20 minutes. So Asperta, I'm going to use her name. Asperta is going to walk up to Tonka because he is damaging her. And she's going to go ahead and try to do Rotting Fist on him. So that's 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Then she's going to go ahead and use
Her
her.
rotting fist bounces off his shell.
In anger, she's going to glare at him because he didn't succeed the dreadful glare. She's going to try that again on him, so he needs to do a wisdom saving.
It is 14.
He's not going to give into it now. Now he's into it. He knows he can hurt her, and he's not going to be scared by her. Bluebeard
Uta.
looks up and sees this as he's paralyzed, but he can feel the the effects are wearing off on him, and he can get to his feet with the creature right there next to him and Tonka.
Get a turn, or
Yes, you get a turn.
or is it cost?
Yeah, well, you're going to be do like half movement to get
Bluebeard's
up.
next, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you're getting up to your feet as she's standing over you attacking Tonka.
Was I prone as well, or just paralyzed?
I just went. My idea was you fell down, but sure, it's your character. You tell me. He was paralyzed. Maybe he just stood there like a statue.
Okay, I didn't know. I was just asking. Okay, if I got the movement to get there, I'm gonna.
She's right up on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First attack is gonna be 21 to hit,
That hits.
and that's gonna be 10 damage.
How does it look?
Oh.
Hey.
She had 8 hit points. How's it look?
Well, he was paralyzed, and he sees that she punches Tonka, and
Love it.
he gets totally pissed off. He takes both axes, and he just comes together at her knees, and that chops her knees and her legs off right at the knee, so she falls down basically onto her ass. And he goes, "I'll show you, corroded." He pulls his frying pan off the back of that turtle's back and just pung, 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 and pounds her into fucking nothingness.
Yeah,
Until her head is
as he's
jelly.
pounding her, she says, "I was doing Eldith's work. I was doing the good work of Eldith."
Don't care much about your work, just dinner, and I'm not going to eat that spider, but maybe.
and as the slaying of the Oathbreaker, it ends the foul magic and the ooze storms. The water in the lake returns to normal within a month.
Yeah.
And things just start, like the smell starts to go away right away. The evil
It
that was
already feels
radiating.
better.
Yeah, it's starting to feel better. Except for Battlekiss walks up to his little spider and cradles it in his arms.
Yeah, and I pick up the saddle. And I say, "Oh, Farfax, I'm glad you're undamaged," because the saddle is actually Farfax. You see, the spirit of Farfax imbues whoever is saddled by the saddle.
Uh-huh.
Whatever creature I just happen to be mounting is Farfax. It doesn't matter. It's always Farfax.
And just as you are celebrating your victory, you look off to the shore, and then all of a sudden, another group of those ghasts start popping up out of the ooze.
Oh shit.
And you're like, you can't believe it, but you're surrounded.
Oh shit.
And just as you think all is lost, all these animals start coming out of the woods. Saber-toothed tigers,
Yes.
bears,
Yes.
birds,
Yes.
eagles. They just start attacking and destroying these creatures.
Oh, this is what I was hoping for.
Hooray.
And
Hooray.
they join you in this victory
Yeah.
against the black rain goo.
Oh, I love it. Oh man, I'm gonna mount
And-
one of these eagles.
Yes,
with my,
and one
new
of those,
saddle.
you can find one of those animals to mount.
Farfax, you've come. I knew you would come, Farfax.
In another
And
life
I,
form, he's
throw-
joined you again.
That's right.
What happened
Damn,
to
yeah, hell yeah.
Farfax again. This old
Again.
Farfax is now fair
Farfax.
game. Yes.
And
Starts chopping off pieces of the spider and shoving into his backpack.
why no one's looking?
Very good.
Yeah.
And so my tale comes to an end. As you can see, Asberta was once a paladin, with an oath to Eldath, also known as the Green Goddess, or Mother Guardian of the Groves. But she had ultimately become the blight of the Groves, and these heroes, by showing mercy to the creatures that live there, restored the balance of nature, and ironically used this nature to defeat the aspect of Aspertha. Anyway, your eyes look like they are growing heavy, so you may find yourself drifting off into sleep. There will be more tales to hear in the days to come, as you return in your journeys here. Sleep well and fare thee well, adventurer.